Can I help you?
Hi. I know this is like crazy, but I slipped into the building and I don't know you, but I brought you something. Do you want it?
Okay, well, what is it?
Oh my God, I'm so weird. I'm Jillian. I made you these stuffed shells. I know it's weird, but I did it anyway.
Okay, wow.
Can I get a picture of you with the shells?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's... Okay, wow.
Thank you.
This is so nice.
And don't worry, I didn't like poison it or anything. and I don't think you're guilty. So good luck on the trial, and I hope we can travel together someday.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much.
You see, women get scrutinized, men get pastas.
Camille, what do you have to say to everyone on the internet that just has fallen in love with you? They say, Camille, the internet's saying that you are the breakout star of this trial.
Hey Camille, have you seen the alpacas? Have you met them? No. You should totally do that.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Goss, thank you for your presence here today. Would you mind telling the court how you know the defendants, Dory Seif and Drew Gardner?
Sure. Our social groups kind of circled each other at NYU. And then there was that party, I guess, where we just like totally clicked.
Oh my God, I love when that happens.
The Eastern Columbia building, did you develop a relationship with the defendant in this case, Ms. Heard?
Yeah.
And did you get along with Ms. Heard?
I loved her. I fell in love with her just like Johnny fell in love with her. I fell in love with her. She's totally respectful, gracious to me, that she's got great teeth, that she treated me with complete respect. Anytime I walk into the humor-wise, total locker room humor, demented humor, totally laughed at, the jokes, made the jokes, totally got along with her. Every time I walked into their place, Isaac, you want something to eat? Isaac, you want something to drink? Every time. There's only one time I remember that she didn't offer because I walked in and she's in the kitchen at the counter and she's doing a beauty facial mask and so she can't offer me. And I'm going, hey, is that something that can help me? And she looked at me and she goes, no. And I'm laughing, and then she laughed after because she didn't realize she was making a joke. So, yeah, I loved her.
Did you notice anything suspicious on that trip?
Yes. It was super suspicious that I wasn't carsick.
I see what you did.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, and Dory's snoring kept me up. Sorry, Dor, but you have to admit, you're like a total foghorn.
Few months, I could only make 2 paintings.
And how did Mr. Depp react?
He looks at me and he starts laughing and he says, Ike, don't worry, I do not care. I just want you to paint however long it takes. I want you to paint every day.
I do have just one more question.
Sure.
Is there any reason for you to believe that the defendants had anything to do with the murder that occurred that night?
Absolutely not. My friends are incredible Americans. They are incapable of killing anyone. They wouldn't even hurt a fly.
I love it when it's as simple as that. Thank you, Mr. Goss. And that is an impeccable jacket. You're up.
Wow. Cassidy, that's pretty riveting stuff. Congrats.
Thank you.
I'll ask this.
Okay.
Mr. Broach, you don't know whether Mr. Depp has committed domestic violence of Amber Heard, do you?
I've never witnessed. I never saw or witnessed whatever type of claim that is being said, ever. I've
Okay.
never seen him be violent since teenagers from first
I
meeting.
didn't ask you that. I said you don't know whether he has committed domestic violence or abuse on Amber Heard. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
Gotta say, you are a very charming young man.
Thank you.
And it's particularly nice to see your fiance, hello, and family come and show their support.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what I would be without them.
I'd like to get some background questions out of the way. Were you once the subject of an article called "The Millennial Who Cried Cancer"?
Okay, yes, I see where you're going with this. I know what you're trying to do.
Before, you've said, if I'm angry and I've got to lash out or hit somebody, I'm going to do it. And I don't care what the repercussions are. Anger doesn't pay rent. It's gotta go. It's gotta be evicted. You've said that before, haven't you?
Have you a quote from me somewhere saying that?
It's my question to you. You've said that before, haven't you? Well, actually, let's refresh your recollection. Can you pull up the Ghost in the Machine article, please?
Possibly about paparazzis.
Mr. Depp, you see the picture of you on the lower left. He appears to be shirtless and wearing a crown, I believe. You see the long paragraph above that starts with "in the Mark Hotel"?
Yes,
You see that?
yes.
At the bottom of that, does this refresh your recollection that you said, "I have a lot of love inside me and a lot of anger inside me as well. If I love somebody, then I'm going to love them. If I'm angry and I've got to lash out or hit somebody, I'm going to do it, and I don't care what the repercussions are. Anger doesn't pay rent. It's got to go. It's got to be evicted." Did I read that right?
You did read that right, yes.
Thank you. You can take that down, Michelle, please.
Is it true that you proudly attended the NASA space camp as one of 10 kids to be launched into outer orbit? According to a "What's in My Pockets" feature from the 2015 edition of Accomplishments magazine. Now, remember, Mr. Goss, you're under oath, so...
No.
Okay.
But that magazine is run by like a predator.
Were you the girl?
We're on the same page here. You testified earlier this morning that there was no phone in the bar area downstairs. Is that what you testified to?
I don't recall a phone in the bar area.
Okay.
I don't recall a Bakelite phone in the bar area where I...
Okay. Let's pull up, Michelle, please, the UK day 3, page 421. Mr. Depp, we've done this drill before. This is your testimony from the UK, correct?
Can I please have?
We don't have copies for everyone. That's on the screen.
Your
right
Honor,
there.
may I please? I would like to have what he's the testimony of the witness.
Here, you can have my copy. Mr. Depp, you remember giving testimony in the UK trial for several days, correct?
Okay, so here.
Yep.
So I do remember a telephone in the bar area, and this was made of Bakelite.
This is my turn to do this, Mr. Depp.
I'm sorry.
On page 421, line 19, you were asked a question, and this telephone that you picked up was made of, I'm sorry, I'm going to go up line 15. Question, at one stage when you were in the kitchen screaming at Miss Heard, you picked up a wall-mounted telephone. Do you remember a telephone in the kitchen? Answer, no ma'am, I remember a telephone in the bar area. Question, and this telephone that you picked up was made of Bakelite. Do you know what I mean by that? A retro telephone, wall-mounted but retro. Answer, it was a wall-mounted telephone, but it was not Bakelite. It was a modern phone. It was plastic. Question, a phone that was a wall-mounted phone that was picked up, can you scroll down, please? Question. Question, a phone that was a wall-mounted phone that was picked up by you, held in your right hand, and you were repeatedly smashing it against the wall in your right hand. Answer, that is possible. But I do not, if that is the case, I do not believe I spent very much time on the phone. I remember ripping the phone off the wall. That was your testimony, correct?
It seems it would be yes.
Thank you. Answer my question. Thank you.
Magazine article. And I just want to stop you from framing me as a liar because it's actually an issue that I've confronted head on through rigorous therapy.
Now, you said that you know Dory and Drew from NYU? Yes?
Yes, go Violets. Woo!
Well, that's interesting because, you know, I did a little digging. And according to the university's registrar's office, you were never actually enrolled as a student, Mr. Goss.
Okay, I suppose that is technically true.
Did you graduate from the university?
I rented a cap and gown and took photos at the ceremony like everyone else, so yeah, I did.
But you didn't receive a diploma, so you did not graduate.
I do not understand the value of that distinction.
You know, I was so struck when I found out that information, so I decided to just dig back a little further into some of the statements that you've made publicly.
You've said before that if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours, haven't you?
Could you repeat that?
And you've also said that with
Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, that if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours.
That's ludicrous.
You've also said that with respect to women that you want to be with, you've remarked, I need, I want, I take, haven't you?
Equally as ludicrous, no.
Can you pull up DX883, please?
You can pull it what you like. I've never said those words. There's not enough hubris in me to say anything like that.
883?
883, Your Honor.
It's not, is it
It is not admitted yet.
Okay, 883.
Mr. Depp, these are text messages from you to Stephen Deuters on February 22nd, 2017, correct?
This looks nothing like me. You might have mistaken,
Mr. Depp, we can show the full unredacted. You've looked at a number of text messages in this case, and the words him as the identifier, that's you, correct? In every text message we've seen in this case.
Yeah, sure. It still doesn't mean it hasn't been screwed with. That's not anything that I've ever said or written.
You want to see the whole thing unredacted? We can look at that too.
No, because you could have typed it up last night. No.
I can assure you I didn't type it up last night, Mr. Depp. Your Honor, I move for the admission of Exhibit 883.
Okay. Did your grandfather invent fish sticks, as you've stated numerous times to former coworkers and friends?
No, but I admire that man greatly, and what even is a grandfather?
Who's Eldad Tupper?
I mean, I have to laugh, Polly.
Let's jog your memory. That would be a birth certificate.
Okay.
Specifically your birth certificate. Can I have this back, please? Release. Release. Unhand it, you jackal!
Depp ever telling you that he hoped that Amber Heard's rotting corpse is decomposing in the fucking trunk of a Honda Civic?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You can answer the question, sir.
Yeah, I say yeah. I'm seeing it here, so obviously, yeah, it was said.
Okay.
It was written.
According to this birth certificate, it says your parents go by the name of Clem Tupper and Opal Ann Tupper. Now, this over there in the gallery that we said hello to, are they, in fact, your parents or a couple actors that you found on a website called nonunioncasting.net?
They are actors. Yeah, they're actors.
Is this your real family? Tuppers, please stand for the jury.
Dad, it's us.
Please, everyone, settle.
Elliot, is that your actual family?
Yes, that's my actual family! I'm sorry!
Well, well, well.
Mr. Depp, you're aware that these are text messages. You can see the bottom right where it says Depp and then it has a number, 8129. Those are produced by you in this litigation. You understand that, right?
I understand that, sir.
Okay. All right, Michelle, could you please, let's take a look at the top text first. Mr. Depp, on February 22nd, 2017, you texted Mr. Deuters, right, exactly. Molly's pussy is rightfully mine. Should I not just bust in and remove its hinges tonight? Did I read that right?
You read it right.
And the one beneath that, you say, I want to change her understanding of what it is like to be thrashed about like a pleading mackerel. And then in all caps, you write, I need, I want, I take. Is that right? Right.
You read it right. But I did not write that. Perhaps someone else.
You wrote
had
every
my
other
phone.
text that you produced that came from you in this litigation, didn't you?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Sometimes you give your phone to people and they
Now,
text
when you got
strong.
off that,
Did you or your friends have anything to do with the murder of Keith Powell in Montreal?
No, we did not!
And why should we believe you when everything you've ever said has been some form of a semi-well-crafted lies, huh? Don't answer that, because I am done. I am had it with this witness! You are truly the worst defense witness this prosecution has ever seen.
Thank you.
She shoots, she scores! Booyakasha!
All right, everyone, why don't we call it a day?